Rodgers spoke today to the media, and he had a proclamation that could be interesting for fantasy football owners in an effort, obviously, to replace Davante Adams' production on this team. Maybe the answer is as simple as dump it down to your running backs. He says that both AJ Dillon and Aaron Jones have an opportunity to catch 50-plus balls this upcoming season. Andrew Hohman, are you buying what Aaron Rodgers is selling?
Absolutely. Aaron Jones received 52 last season. I think that will go up without having Davante Adams on the team. And if AJ Dillon gets plenty of time on the field, I don't see any reason he can't bump his 34 up to 50 as well.
Aaron Jones has definitely earned the trust of Aaron Rodgers, which I think is an important factor. And what I consider earlier comments from this week too, from Aaron Rodgers, where he's saying that the wide receiving group as a whole still has a ways to come. I think that's him signaling early on that he's going to go to guys who have been in that locker room. So obviously Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon are going to be first up in that pecking order. One thing I found very interesting about Aaron Jones is I look at his ADP and I feel like he's a little bit disrespected, just in the sense that, okay, so in PPR leagues, he's going as the number 12th running back off the board, and standard leagues number 13. Now, I understand it's because obviously people are so high on AJ Dillon and he's a beast of a man. Obviously, we all saw the video of what he did to that poor mascot, but Aaron Jones is still a damn good NFL player. Maybe I'm a little bit biased because he's kind of like grew up in my backyard, El Paso, or at least where I went to college. I think that he's still a guy that I think about the playoff game against the Niners. Look at the targets in that game against the Niners. So 10 went to Davante, 10 went to Aaron Jones, and 1 went to Mercedes Lewis. That was all of Aaron Rodgers' throws in that game. So that kind of says a lot about what he thinks about Aaron Jones as a contributor to that offense. AJ Dillon himself can do up enough to be at least a high-end running back 3, if not a running back 2. And Aaron Jones, I still think, can be a running back 1 this season.
AJ Dillon finishes the RB 32 last season. I think he will improve on that, which, as you said, would make him a borderline RB2, RB3. I think he will probably bump up his total of receptions up. He was targeted 37 times last year, caught 34 of them. That's a very high rate, and it'd be great to see his yardage totals go up. He also got each of them got at least 7 touchdowns, with Aaron Jones getting 10.
Yeah.
They're both great options in fantasy football this year. It's going to be fun to see what they can do with those two weapons.
So is Aaron Jones, with that value, with that high round 2 value, are you comfortable targeting him there?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a stretch.
And then with AJ Dillon, he is going, okay, so in standard leagues, 24, PPR leagues, 25. Okay, so that actually is interesting. That would make him a low second round pick to a high third round pick. Or sorry, maybe a mistake. I'm reading where he is ranks amongst running backs. Overall, he's 53.
I was going to say that's a little scary.
My bad, guys. My bad. But okay, so
I think
3,
somewhere,
quick math, that's about 5th round value.
Yeah, I think somewhere in the 5th round is a good value for him.
Okay, so you're leaving draft day. He's your 3rd running back on your roster. It's fine. Plug and play. Maybe throw him in the flex.
I would even feel all right drafting more receivers early and grabbing him as my number 2 running back.
Well, there is that added factor that, well, if Aaron Jones does miss any time, and Aaron Jones has missed a little bit of time throughout his career, obviously AJ Dillon taking over for that offense, he's going to be very much relied on as, again, they look for a number 1 wide receiver, or a number 1 receiving target, I should say, on this offense.
Yeah, I think if Aaron Jones did happen to go down, AJ Dillon would vault to a top 5 running back option.
I can agree. I think that, again, he's going to have a high baseline, and then you figured some of that touchdown production that Aaron Jones is getting naturally is going to go his way. If AJ Dillon was to improve to be a double-digit touchdown guy, then yes, obviously he is a running back 1 in fantasy, no doubt, because we don't see a ton of double-digit touchdown guys anymore. So I think AJ Dillon could certainly fit that mold.
Yep, I absolutely agree.
But anyway, guys, what do you think about these 2 running backs respectively? Do you think that each of them will pass the 50 reception total? Drop that below in the comments. Leave a like on this video. From Ju-Ju Talk Sports and Andrew Hohman. Stay safe, happy, and healthy. And we'll see you next time.